Millennials, Gen Zs, can we talk about how the older generation in our families, our communities, our neighborhoods, our churches, they just don't want to trust us with anything. They actually hate us. That's the word for it. Hate us. They hate us. They think of us as just lazy bums. They think of us as people who just are mchele children and Weetabix children. And they actually don't want us to succeed at anything we do. And this older generation, they tend to surround us with stupidest advice. Stupidest. And they tell you, mimi ni kama mama yako. Nisikilize mimi mama yako. Nisikilize mimi ni kama baba yako. But the advice they're giving you is bullshit advice. Which if you followed it, you'll never achieve anything. I'm telling you, if you're a millennial or a Gen Z who goes around licking the bums of these older guys. And I'm not saying that applies to everybody. Some of you actually come from healthy communities and people who are not toxic. But for the most of us, the older generation that surrounds us in our communities, our neighborhoods, our families, our aunties and uncles, these older guys, they just don't want us to succeed. These older people, these guys have had time to build money. They've built capital. They've been able to build their homes. They're driving a car. They're doing their things. But you takes matatus. You earns less than 30,000 shillings because, well, those are the jobs which are available, which are not even related to what you studied for. But you ndo kazi ilipatikana. Unachukua kazi kama ile. And when you're trying to save money in a sacco, when you're trying to save money to do something, the day you finally borrow some money and you have access to some like 200k or something, you know what do? They come and tell you, hiyo shamba unataka kununua, hiyo hata ni conmen. Hakuna shamba ya 200k. They come and tell you, hiyo pesa yako ni kidogo. You finally like get a loan of $1 million. And they tell you, know what, hiyo pesa yako hata haiwezi jenga kitu. Hiyo pesa hata hakuna kitu inaweza kufanya. They look down on the efforts that you have to try and build yourself. And then when you fail to build yourself, they say, agalia umutu hata is wasted his life. Hii kijana kazi yake hapa ni kuogesha wasichana hapa kwa neighborhood. Hii kijana ni kutembea hapa tu ni urefi na TV na movies. Who destroyed you in the first place? It's your community. It's your neighborhood. It's your churches. Let's even talk about churches. Churches which pay people, which have actually paid jobs, instead of giving it to the youths within their own church who have actually been doing the work for free. What do? They advertise the job and then they get people from outside, people who are not even known by the church. They come there, they bring older people. It's just wazee sitting on all the jobs. Let's not even talk about the government because it's the same thing. Guys have refused to retire. They are there. They're old. They can't perform shit. But they don't want to entrust young people with shit. They don't entrust us with things. Yeah? And then now, when you don't have jobs, we don't have something to do. Let me tell you, even the small money you have, you're just discouraged. You can't do anything with the money you have. So what do you do? After all, this life is so depressing. Yeah? You comfort yourself with comfort food. You'll go to that KFC and eat to comfort yourself. Because this world is dark, my friend. It's dark. And I'm not saying this applies to everybody. Some of you all come from the perfect little families. And we are jealous of you. You guys who've built homes by the time you're 35. You guys who've actually built mansions by the time you're 35. We are envious of you. Not all of us come from homes which support us. And even if you've self-built, some people have actually been able to come out of the toxicity of the older people. And man, if you are one of those people who are self-built, and it's not through corruption money, can you please come and help us? Help us who are stuck under these mothers who tell us that, me, I remember when I was opening my business, by the way. An older mother, actually she's a pastor's wife. And she came and she was like, inajua biashara ni gumu sana. Biashara ni gumu. Kiki, sijui kama utasurvive hii kasi ni gumu. Let me tell you, I did that business for 10 years. That woman discouraged me 10 years ago and I did that business for 10 years. I came to close that business hii wakati ya Ruto. Hapo ndio nimeifungia because things are impossible. But these older people, they're always discouraging you. Jaribu kufanya kitu even a small way. Ununue pikipiki. Go and make your 100k. Go and buy a pikipiki, put it on the road. Hiyo biashara ya pikipiki, hiyo yote hizi kusaidia mtu. Meanwhile, there's somebody that border who's feeding their wife and raising their kids on that pikipiki. You go, you raise some money, you want to open a kibanda. Sasa biashara ya vegetable, umeona, is this your dream in life? Meanwhile, there are people who have raised their kids on that kibanda. Hi, I'm telling you, anything you try to do, you go to this place, lots of town, you find a cheap piece of land you want to buy it. Huko hata ni kichaka sana. Huko ni kichaka. Usinunue huko. Huko hata, and these people, they are strategically working to destroy our generation. And I'm really happy with what Gen Z have started because it gives us an opportunity to have these conversations about how older people are discouraging and destroying younger people by stupid advice, and they tell us, nisikilize mimi ni mama yako. You know, I've lived longer than you. Hey, mama ya nani wewe? You're